try to find whatever drives you and gives you the energy to get out of bed also on winter days when it's cold outside and so on. And I think if you do that and keep the enthusiasm high all the time, in general, people around you will respond very positively to the spark in your eyes.
Hi everyone, I'm Beatrice Bartolomei and I'm a postdoc at Northwestern University in the United States, and today we are with Professor Silvia Marchesan from the University of Trieste. Can you please introduce yourself like in front of football players just after a training?
I would say I'm a science enthusiast, but yes, in practice, as you said, a chemistry professor at the university.
Can you please describe these days of school at WISPOC?
I would say WISPOC is fun. It's a great school. There's lots of opportunities to network and exchange ideas. It's in a beautiful settings. Brixen is a lovely little town, and the nature around is just offers breathtaking views.
What in a way was the main take-home message of your talk?
There were many messages, specifically because we work with molecules that are peptides. The take-home message was peptides are fun and you can do a lot of different things with them.
How you can sum up what you are doing in front of non-academic people, for example, like grandmothers, grandparents?
You know, when you look at the mirror and things are all reversed, so what is on the left is on the right and vice versa. We do that applied to natural compounds to develop new materials, especially that come together on their own, that self-assemble.
How many conferences have you attended so far?
I would say over 100.
Great experience. So which are your best advice to give to young people that are start attending conference in their career?
Try and make an effort to speak to people you wouldn't otherwise talk to. Sometimes we can be shy or we don't really feel like talking to people, but I think some of my best collaborations started from talking to people at conferences.
Do you have some kind of fun events that happen at conference that you have in mind?
I think it was more dramatic, especially for me, but it was my first conference. I had a presentation and I had practiced so much. I was really feeling insecure, but the problem is that I prepared it on a PowerPoint version that was newer relative to the one that was available at the venue. So the moment I started, basically everything went crazy, and there were a lot of animations and objects were overlapped. It was very difficult to understand, and the slides were moving on their own. So I remember that I was trying to click on the back button all the time to try to stop them looking a little bit like crazy. So yeah, that was a bit dramatic. And it was such a trauma that I think for over 20 years, I never did animations ever again in my presentations. I just started now again.
Okay. You gave a kind of powerful presentation from my side. So which are the secrets to keep the attention?
I try to engage with the audience a little bit somehow. So either asking questions to the audience or sometimes I put questions in my slides and break the flow every now and then with, an image or a GIF. So in this case, I had the frogs.
If you can give some kind of advice to a young researcher, which can be your best advices?
I think that it's a competitive world, so if you want to excel, you need to work hard. And it really helps if you're passionate about what you do. So try to find whatever drives you and gives you the energy to get out of bed also on winter days when it's cold outside and so on. And I think if you do that and keep the enthusiasm high all the time, in general, people around you will respond very positively to the spark in your eyes when they see that you really love what you're doing.
This is a great message. One question from my side. I know that you travel a lot around the world, so you move many times during maybe postdoc and then when you start your career. I want to ask you how difficult was rewriting a new chapter in science and also in your life, and also which is the part that you enjoy most in doing that?
I confess that after a while I was a little bit tired of doing that because it is really energy consuming, so it takes a lot of energy. But I think it was a great exercise in learning to let go. everything. So for instance, moving from Europe to Australia, it was just easier to move lightly. So letting go of anything that you could and travel light. So also as a metaphor. So not just with physical objects that you carry around in your luggage, but also with things in your mind and in your heart. Travel light.
As like a woman in science, can you give us like your impression about like the situation right now about the gender balance in the academic field?
I think we still have some way to go to really reach gender balance, and I would even extend it in general terms, in sense of making academia really inclusive and diverse at all levels. So I think we're doing very well at the level of students, and I would say also at the level of associate professors. The higher you go at the level of directors and full professors and so on, the more you start to see the differences there. We still need to keep working hard on this, but we made great leaps over the years. I really see a difference, say, to relative 10 or 20 years ago. Great.
Thank you.